Today, we have an official interview with EVE Vanguard Community Manager CCP Gortz. Welcome, CCP Gortz, ladies and gentlemen, with a big 07 for CCP Gortz, ladies and gentlemen. Come on down. Let's see him in chat. 07, CCP Gortz, how are you doing? Say hi to the people.
Good, Loru, how are you? How are you, chat? I'll be real honest with you. I'm a tired boy. I joined the good ship CCP London. Maybe I should speak with my London voice. Hello, chat. How are we?
Hello, chat.
Hello, chat.
Let's go. It's sick.
Want to clean some chimneys with me, chat?
You can talk like that. It's fine.
I'll just keep doing that. So yeah, I've started very recently. CCP London came on board just to do EVE Vanguard. So I am getting to know everyone there. I'm getting to know the community, and we're live. We are live with Operation Nemesis. Let's go.
It's finally here. Can you believe it? I'm really intrigued about it as a whole. We've been showing our chat on the live streams how to do the expeditions. These are the quests in the game. They unlock blueprints, the fitting window where you can fit your stuff, the industry window where you can craft and buy things, and finally, like the actual map that is literally the EVE map, planets. This feels, Gortz, like an entirely different game from when I played it just last year. Talk to me about the Operation Nemesis event and what the players can expect from this event.
So the London office, they went quiet for like 9 months. They had their first playtest, as you say, and then they went back to the drawing board because the programming just never stops. And so they took all the feedback from that and they've cooked up Operation Nemesis. So Operation Nemesis is going to run for about 3 weeks, free to join. You know, you just go through your EVE launcher, Vanguard's there. And they want you to come in and just break what they have made. The devs are very much living in chat and are just looking for feedback about what you like, what you don't like, what you feel is working. So this is not the full game of EVE Vanguard. This is just another very early sneak peek. And they are relying on, they want to build it with the audience. So myself and the rest of the community team, I haven't slept in 2 weeks, dude. Like, we are just living on Reddit. We are living on Discord, just drinking up all the feedback that comes into us, running it over to devs. And we have like town hall meetings every day. This is what community's saying. This is what they like. This is what they don't like. And then they're quickly fixing this, that, and the other. I think we've got another patch coming Monday, he says, touching wood. But yeah, just come in here, come into Nemesis, see what you like, see what you're working. This is just a little flavor of what Vanguard is going to be, and let's see where we can take it forward together.
I love it. Well, chat, please join me again in saying 07 to CCP Gortz. Gortz, thank you for taking time on a Saturday, sleep deprived, just doing your best, living your best life. I think you need to see, chat, the work the people are putting into is not something to just like, just keep talking about it and then just like never like think about it again. This is important. The Vanguard devs are showing up. They're really trying to help make you the best daggum mamuffapus, as Collins would say, you've ever seen. Okay, so I've had a really good time with it. So it's free to play for like 3 weeks. The game is already more full than I've ever seen it be. And the first alpha back in the day, this is still an alpha, correct? This is technically an alpha?
Absolutely.
This is an alpha. Okay, so the first alpha last year was basically a tech demo. It was really fun. It was snappy. The core of it was there. It was the bones. I see this as like the next layer. Like, this is the muscle. You know, this is like the next iteration of like the body of Vanguard, whatever you want to call it, okay? And already, I'm very pleased with what I see, because the fact that there is quests to do, stuff to craft, and at least from what I can see, near infinite ways to upgrade your gun and change your gun. Like, y'all, we've got the assault rifle can be fit to be a close range SMG. You can also make it like a one-tap DMR, like longer range pop them in the face thing. My shotgun, the Backlash, when you ADS, it becomes a freaking railgun. Are you kidding me? I'm having a good time with it. Some of the animations are still rough. Some of the stuff is still in alpha. You know, like you go to the industry window and it's just like a JPEG background of like stuff as you click through a menu. That's gonna get evolved in time. When Gortz says, hey, the devs are in chat. Gortz, I don't know if you were in chat when we had my bug the other day. Were you in chat for that? When I was playing Vanguard?
They're aware.
They're aware. I'm not going to say what it was, so I don't want to perpetuate the bug, but we had like 3 or 4 different people from CCP Games chatting, going,
hey Loru, can you do that again? We need to like film this for our dev team.
because I had like a game-breaking bug that was going on. It was really funny. So, and that happens, but they're in chat, talking to you live. Go ahead. It's awesome. Yes.
Yeah, no, the devs very much live in chat. I sit about 2 desks away from Collins. I am able to come and drag him by his baseball cap and say, look what's happening on this stream. The streams themselves are broadcast all over the office. So we have our big communal kitchen, and the only things that are up on the big TVs now that we're live is just everyone's streams. We just constantly cycle through. And then we'll have the producers run through and say, have you seen what's happening in this? Come and fix this. And then people will sit down, code it, prep for a patch release. It's non-stop, dude. It's just constant.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I was on TV. Mom, get the camera, you know. That's great. That's fantastic. So I love seeing how this game has progressed. I got to play with the other weapons at FanFest, and my goal we're going to stream the gameplay live on the official CCP Games channel. My goal today is to get the Lancer. I'm very excited to shoot this for y'all, chat, because the sound this thing makes, and I said this with Collins there when we interviewed them at FanFest, the Ratatouille meme, Gortz, of like the person eating the food and they're taken back to their childhood. I shot this weapon and I felt like I was playing Halo 1 again, you know, just like back in the day. It was so great. Hearing the Lance rifle from Halo 2 or Halo 1, whichever one. It was just a great time. I'm really excited about the Nemesis event and how Vanguard feels like it honestly has more in it than some recent FPS games I've played, and it's in alpha. So can you talk about what the immediate future is with Vanguard, with the Nemesis event? And I'd love to hear about, like, next year, it's free to play. Let's talk about what the vision is there. What's the immediate future for Vanguard after the Nemesis event concludes in about 2 weeks?
After we take the servers down in 2 weeks, we are literally collating all the feedback. That's me and my community buddies are doing that daily. Just meeting with dev, and they're talking about the directions they want to take it in. You'll have seen things like the character art that's being used for Vanguard. There's little hints at what's going to be added afterwards. So we're going to hopefully introduce different like armor types, character types. You played the original playtest. You'll have seen like the NPC AI has changed a little. The more you progress in Operation Nemesis, you should be encountering harder and harder baddies.
Yes.
So there's a lot of this, but it's all on the table. It is all on the table. So like obviously we have a lot of Dust legacy players are coming in and exploring this. And we want to like try and make it sweet for them. So we listen to a lot of feedback from there, and just see how we can take this forward. Different game modes. It's all to play for. It all depends on the feedback that we get from the audience.
I love that. Yeah, I've had a couple moments even on our stream when we were playing Vanguard earlier this week where I was like, I don't know if that's a player, because the NPCs are like flanking me or rushing me, or they're like taking cover, you know? And yes, there's still some moments where I see NPCs literally just like stand there and just kind of shoot at me. I'm like, oh, that's clearly an NPC. But this is in alpha. We expect that stuff's gonna keep going. And maybe I was just in an easy area where you guys were just chilling. So, you know, it's good to go. I love that. So you're continuing to work on stuff. You're continuing to iterate. You're doing what the community says. I have seen, and I want to call this out personally, chat, their Discord is so freaking active. The EVE Vanguard Discord, there's just a lot going on in the EVE Vanguard Discord. So if you're even mildly interested, go join their Discord. I'll put the link in the description of this video for y'all. This will become its own YouTube video. So I'll put that in the description for y'all. Talk to me about next Is it in the summer or the fall that Vanguard's going like officially free to play, soft launching? Is that what it is? Are we soft launching next summer? Is that what it is?
That one is probably above my pay grade. They said they're looking at summer. It wouldn't surprise me if we come back for more play tests before then.
Let's go for sure.
Make sure we're golden.
For sure. And even if it's early fall, and I know I speak for the whole community that actually wants this to work. If y'all say, hey, we're launching in summer, and it ends up being like early fall / even late fall, November, if the bun needs more time to cook in the oven, go give it some more time to cook, okay? Because man, I really want this game to work. I'm having a ton of fun with it. I love FPS games, and just being able to be on planet and look up and see like the EVE ships in the skybox, probably one of my favorite things, okay? We haven't even gotten into different things you can do. It's not just about shooting. It's about, maybe you can talk about this. Help the players understand about mining. What is the vision for the mining tool? Can you be like, I don't need to necessarily shoot my gun. I can be the like rock and stone backpack mining person in the party. Is that possible in EVE Vanguard?
That absolutely is. So the mining tool, funnily enough, this was another one we had in our town hall yesterday, because over on Discord, I'm getting a fair bit of chat that people don't like the animation. Like, you know, you've got your mining tool here. I watched you just use it before I came on, you know, where you're just zap, making things open. We've had feedback that, you know, like we want a traditional, let's put the visor down, let's open stuff up with the welding tool.
Sure.
But yeah, like, you know, I've seen you scout out, you know, different components that you need to build your blueprints. There is absolutely scope, you know, if you're a guy that just likes mining in EVE, then there is scope for that, you know, to happen in Vanguard as well. You know, you can specialize in that and, you know, make materials for other players that they'll want to use. So it's, you know, it's not just a straightforward shooter game here. As you said so eloquently, it's MMOFPS, which you did very well. Collins would be very proud. So there is a lot of different directions you can take your character in.
Love that. Yeah, you could be an industry-focused person. I'm not going to lie to you, you're going to have to shoot your gun at some point. But if you want to group up with your buddies, and if you want to be the person that mines the nodes, the geodes, as we've been calling them, and the other people are like standing there overwatching, waiting for people to go while you mine the stuff out, that's something you can do. It's not just a go shoot them and go do a quest like every other FPS out there. And the quest system, the interconnectivity to EVE Online, we've already seen that for the Nemesis event, there is a agency reward track in EVE Online. And maybe you don't know this because you can't say anything, so I'm glad you're not doing camera right now so people can't see your face, right? Is there a plan, right? Is there a plan for some kind of reward track in Vanguard, something similar? Because it's like, hey, if you're in EVE Online and you get some stuff in EVE Online if you play Vanguard, is there plans for like, hey, you're playing EVE Vanguard, play EVE Vanguard and you can get some stuff in EVE Online? Is there some kind of plan for that?
I can't discuss the actual plan itself, but that's definitely an area we're steering towards.
Yes.
I can see, like, you know, our good friend CCP Swifts in chat there talking about the convoy spawn race and things like that. So we've had eyes on that about what's working in EVE. And we want this to feel like one universe. We want the actions that you do in Vanguard to affect the wider EVE universe. That's the goal for Vanguard. So we're trying very hard. I dare say, you know, once the servers come down, we're gonna focus on that. So we're getting feedback that, like, yeah, I get it. We're here on the ground. We're doing these things, but how does that affect everything else? So that's something we're really keen to shape and show. So I think that will be a big focus for next time.
Yes, I think that right there is the nail on the head, my friend. That if you give players a carrot on the stick to go for, then they'll go for it. You know, if it's, hey, I can't get these kind of items. I mean, we've talked about, and again, I'm glad your camera's not on so you don't have to like look away. I'm literally going to not look at your face right now because that way I don't like see anything. If, for example, PI, is on planet, planetary interaction. I would love to be able to defend my own PI installations. I'm not saying that's confirmed. I'm saying that sounds like a fun idea. And maybe y'all, hey, look, your PI stuff is under attack. Would you like to go as a Vanguard and defend it? Or do you want to hire people to go on planet and go get it done? Y'all, this has been so much fun. And to the people talking about Dust 514, man, welcome to the future. Dust 514, they're not saying it. I'm going to say it. Dust 514 is in the past. EVE Vanguard is the future. A ton of stuff in Dust 514 that you love is already in EVE Vanguard. Go check it out. Dude, have you played the actual like tutorial mission in EVE Vanguard, Gortz? Have you actually played it?
I do. Yeah, it's so weird because I sit about 3 desks down from the girl that voices the supervisor. So CCP Raven is an absolute legend.
Yes.
And that's the thing with the game, you know, like all the voice talent you're hearing, it's just in this small London office, like everyone is chipping in. But yeah, let's talk about the new player journey. So you've done that at least once, I'm guessing?
At least once. I was very impressed. It gives you a nice visual showcase of what it is. Seeing the drop pods coming in, seeing orbital bombardments hit stuff. You can see kind of the future of where Vanguard's going. Yeah, and it was really cool to like you spawn in the game and there's no menus because I'm really proud of you guys. I want to shout out the devs. You guys, from a player flow standpoint, you get it. You install the game and the first thing you do is not drop them into this menu and they have to click stuff. Don't do that. You already won this part of the game. You drop them in to the game. And the first thing you do when you install the game chat is it's a tutorial. And then you can see it. It's very simple. It's easy to fix. It's easy to play. And you get your bearings and then you move forward. So I'm really, really pleased with the progress y'all have made so far because you could tell you've come a long way. So the game is going to launch, soft launch for its free-to-play access next year at some point, okay? It lives in the EVE launcher. Can you kind of talk about that? Because one of the main questions I see a lot in my videos is, well, if I like EVE, why do I need to play Vanguard? I'd love to hear what your philosophy is on, do you think people need to play Vanguard? Or is it more of like a, hey, we're going to give you rewards if you do so? What's y'all's methodology there?
I just like the personal knife twist. I like getting up close and personal. So I mean, it's cool. You can run your business empire in EVE, as a great many of us do. And then there comes a time where you just wanna take control. You know,
good answer.
It's just something. It makes me feel like a James Bond villain. You know, I've got my empire, but sometimes I just want to make sure the job is done right. And so that is when, you know, you jump into Vanguard and take things and you take matters into your own hands just to assure yourself that it's going to happen. And then, you know, you're talking, you know, like about, you know, defending installations. I think this is, you know, something we'll look at going forward. You know, what's the personal stake in your own empire? What's it going to take to have these war clones under your command to make that all the cooler?
Sick. I love it. Well, Gortz, I know you got to go at the top of the hour. Thanks very much for taking the time. The floor is yours, my friend. What would you like to tell the people at the very end of this lovely interview?
Well, firstly, I'd like to thank you, Brother Loru. This has been absolutely delightful. I'm going to say, Vanguard, you know, we've got a week or two left of Operation Nemesis. Please join in on that and give us your feedback. Like I say, devs are living in chat everywhere. Be cool if you can join us on our Discord. If not, you know, I'll see you on Reddit, but we're in there, we're watching. Just play, follow streamers like Loru that are showing you the game. Have a try. Let's you know, not also don't forget our friends the Dust veterans. You know, there should be a lot of cool stuff in this game for you. You are certainly not forgotten about. I'd love to see you in there. I'm in the Dust veterans Discord as well. Sign up, tell us what works, what doesn't. We are building this game with the audience in mind, so the more feedback we get, the better it's going to be for you.
Sick. Gortz, thanks very much. You have a great day. God bless you and the fam for showing up on a Saturday. 07 to you, my friend. I will talk to you soon. Thanks very much, brother.
Cheers very much. Bye-bye.
See ya.